heat transfer, the movement of thermal energy from one body or substance to another of different temperature.
There are 3 different ways that heat can transfer: conduction, direct contact; convection, fluid movement; or radiation, electromagnetic waves.
The first method, conduction, is the process by which heat or electricity is directly transmitted through a substance when there is a difference of temperature or of electrical potential between adjoining regions without movement of the material.
The second method, convection, is the movement caused with a fluid by the tendency of hotter and therefore less dense material to rise and colder dense materials to sink under the influence of gravity, which consequently results in the transfer of heat.
The third method, radiation, does not rely upon any contact between the heat source and the heated object, as is the case with conduction and convection. This is a type of electromagnetic radiation. In this video, we'll be reviewing 4 different examples of heat transfer and how they work.
I'm not trying to go against it. I can be at home, picture. Gotta get up out of here, you wanna leave me by. I know you won't, cause we share common interest. You need me.
Okay, so the next example is boiling water. It's an example of convection. So how this works is the heat transfers from the fire to the bottom of the pot, which heats up the water on the bottom. The water will get hot from the bottom, and then it will go up to the top, and then at the top it cools down, and then it sinks back down, and it makes like a circular motion.
This is radiation. As hot air expands, it becomes lighter than the surrounding air and it rises. The cooler air is rushed in from the sides and it's heated as it rises. Soon a convection column is formed above the fire, which can be seen by the smoke. This is convection. Wood is a very poor conductor, so it transmits heat very slowly. This is an example of conduction.
Run away, running from, and it's out of love.
Bam! Chef Boyardee.
I don't wanna be alone. If you want, we could be run away, running from, and it's out of love.
So we use the heat transfer as an example of baking cookies. It used conduction, convection, and radiation. The first one is convection. The convection by the air jets happened by dough pieces dried. It made them super flat instead of being the little chunks that they were when they started. Then it went into radiation, which is electromagnetic waves penetrate dough. So from here, push down on it, which made them fluffier from up and down. The last one is conduction from the oven bands. So that's these parts down on the sides of the oven, which the heat transferred directly to base of the cookie dough and immediately made it flatter. This gives the bottom part of the oven, makes it cook, which makes the cookie circular, gives it the good structure, and it makes them good to eat. These all 3 made the cookie its shape it is and why it's good to eat. Thank you.
Heat energy from the sun reaches the earth through a heat transfer process known as radiation. Radiation involves the transfer of heat through infrared waves.